Julian joins us now on our Newsmaker line. Julian, welcome back to the program. Thank you for being with us.
G'day, Sean.
I know you follow the news closely. I know you see the narrative. Now, there is a big brouhaha in the United States. The same media, by the way, that WikiLeaks exposed as colluding with Hillary Clinton's campaign, with near hysteria getting up to the president and John Podesta with Hillary's campaign, claiming over and over and over again that it's clear, the CIA says so, even though there's no new evidence whatsoever that we didn't have prior to the election, and that the FBI contradicts, and James Clapper, the National Director of Intelligence, contradicts, that in fact the Russians tried to influence and the elections and this hacked information came from them, and you're saying that is outright false. That's a falsehood.
Our source is not the Russian government.
So in other words, let me be clear. Russia did not give you the Podesta documents or anything from the DNC.
That's correct.
Can you confirm whether or not you have information involving hacked info from the RNC?
We received about 3 pages of information to do with the RNC and Trump, but it was already public somewhere else.
Okay, so in other words, there was nothing significant. There was nothing comparable to what happened. So what Reince Priebus said on NBC to Chuck Todd this weekend was true, and NBC had it wrong.
Well, as far as we're aware of.
As far as you're aware of.
Yeah.
Now, the CIA supposedly says the Russians definitely tried to influence the U.S. election. What is your thoughts on that?
I think it's very interesting. The key quote for us is from James Clapper on the 17th of November. James Clapper is the head of the DNI. He's the Director of National Intelligence, who oversees all 17 U.S. intelligence agencies. And so his statement is, as far as the WikiLeaks connection, this is made to the House Intelligence Committee, as far as the WikiLeaks connection, the evidence is not strong, and we don't have a good insight into the sequencing of the releases or when the data may have been provided. We don't have good insight into that. So
let me, for the sake of our audience, Julian, let me play the exact quote. This is James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, saying exactly what you did, that in fact the Russian government, well, to what he exactly said, that in fact he was very, very clear in saying that WikiLeaks' connection with Russian hacking is not strong. Watch.
As far as the WikiLeaks connection, the evidence there is not as strong, and we don't have good insight into the sequencing of the releases or when the data may have been provided. We don't have as good insight into that.
So that confirms exactly what you're saying.